Hello everybody, DevilDrive572 here, and I'm back with some more G-senjou no Maou. Last time, Usami had bananas. Nah, but for real, apparently Maou works at the Sanao Corporation. Wait a minute. Maou? Sanao. It makes sense! But, yeah, he actually does work for the Sanao Corporation. Let's play a game. What the fuck is this? No game, no life? We will win against the 10 Commandments, or whatever. A game? If you win, I'll step down gracefully. Treat this as your employment test. Kushima smiled as Maou finished. No problem. What's the game? Maou stretched his left arm and held it out before Kushima. He spread out each finger and pointed it at a man before him. Oh, wait. At the man before him. You show your fingers too. Kushima held out his left hand. Now you and I have 10 fingers in total. Even Maou has only 5 fingers. Maou continued calmly, ignoring Kushima's mockery. The rules are simple. We will both take turns using our right hands to bend these 10 fingers. The finger bending game? I'm pretty good at this. You can bend either 2 fingers or 1 during your turn, but you cannot bend fingers from the same hand twice in a row. I don't get this game. 1 or 2, and the person who bends the last finger wins. You're smart. Any questions? Then Kushima quietly chuckled. He was trying to conceal his amusement. It seemed that his laughter was directed at what he considered to be his opponent's stupidity. I have a proposal, Maou. What is it? May I have the first move? Maou nodded. Kushima smirked as his proposal was approved. But I have an idea as well. Anything's fine with me. Please go ahead. A 20-second time limit for each turn. What do you think? 20 seconds? 10 should be enough. Is 10 seconds really okay? Yep. Are you sure? Time limit for finger bending game? I don't even get this finger bending game. What the fuck? This definitely seems like no game, no life already. Enough discussion. Let's start already. Maou and Kushima faced each other. Each spread his left hand and straightened his fingers. So, let the game begin. I'm going first. Kushima bent his own thumb with his right hand. This is the first move. Since they began with Kushima's thumb, the person who bends Mao's little finger will be the winner. Maou bent his own thumb, and Kushima's index finger. Your turn. Time limit's 10 seconds. Kushima bent Mao's index finger with a confident look on his face. One's enough? Yes, my victory has already been set in stone. Maou bent 2 fingers during his next turn. Kushima's middle finger, and then his own. Kushima chuckled afterward. Wow, that's This is one weird game, goddamn. Don't make me laugh, Maou. What is it? This is precisely the game where the person counts the number. To count the number 10 wins. Even middle school students know how to win at this. Kushima touched his own ring finger as he laughed uncontrollably. My ring finger is the 7th in the game. Winning is easy once you look at it backwards. To bend the last finger, whoever reaches the 7th wins first. You must bend the 4th to bend the 7th, and you must bend the 1st to bend the 4th, which means the person who takes the first turn has a guaranteed victory from the beginning. Judging by logic of video games and anime, Maou wins. Maou listened to Kuoshima's explanation quietly. Meaning, when I put the 7th finger down, Maou can only bend the 8th or the 8th and 9th at the same time. If you bend the 8th, I'll follow with the 9th and 10th. If you take both the 8th and 9th, I'll bend the 10th directly. Then Kuoshima finally put the 7th finger, his own ring finger, down. You're talking too much. It's already far beyond the time limit. Maou said this calmly. Though I would love to say you've already lost, I'll let you off just this one time. Worthy of the name Maou, thank you for your generosity. But there won't be a second time. Let's continue. Continue the game? Don't you get what I just said? 3 fingers remain. The 8th, Mao's ring finger. The 9th, Kuoshima's little finger. And the 10th, Mao's little finger. Are you stupid? I just put the 7th finger down. You're going to lose no matter what. I think I get where this is going. He's going to put down his ring finger and pinky, isn't he? You never know who's going to win until the end. Maou put down his ring finger, then stretched his right hand toward Kuoshima's pinky. What an ignorant person. Mr. Homiya, would you acknowledge me already? Kuoshima was drunk on his victory, but then it happened. Holy! Suddenly, Kuoshima screamed. He didn't clearly understand what had just happened, but his suffering and shock were plain on his face. Oh, wait, you... As opposed to the panicked Kuoshima, Maou didn't make the slightest reaction. It's bent rather nicely, isn't it? Oh, that... Once you've experienced it, you'll know that it doesn't really hurt that much when you break your little finger. Oh my... Wow! Kuoshima's face turned pale. His finger was pointing in an impossible direction. Wow, that's totally broken then. Does Maou win, or... It was no doubt a shock to a researcher like Kuoshima. Maou had truly bent his pinky. Now, it's your turn. You said that 10 seconds was plenty, yes? Kuoshima didn't respond. Instead, he bent down and shivered in pain. What's wrong? As I've said before, you can't go over the time limit twice. Come on, my pinky is the only finger left. All you have to do is bend it and you win. Help me! Kuoshima's already abandoned all thoughts about the game. The match was decided. Maou put down his arm and spoke to the man before him as he whimpered like a small animal. I knew your capabilities as a strategist from your very first move. Wow. Maou continued his speech without a shred of pride at his victory. Just as you said, in this game, the person who takes the first move wins. Everyone knows that, yes, but it's precisely because everyone knows it that you should stop to think more deeply about it. Kawashima's face lurched as he blocked his forehead with the back of his hand. What is going on? He has already understood his complete failure. You should have broken my thumb with your first move. Unlike the little finger, breaking one's thumb is quite painful. That's why I suggested the 20-second time limit. I wanted 20 seconds to be able to withstand the pain and shock of a broken thumb. Wow. Oh my god, snapping someone's finger just like that. You can't be a corporate strategist if you hesitate to hurt someone. A word from us can destroy a company, break a family, or force an employee to suicide. It's not a job for a normal human being. What the fuck? Normal human being? I don't get this at all now. Maou glanced at Somiya, standing in the corner of the room like a decoration. Mr. Somiya, do you understand? Mm-hmm. Sweat started pouring from Somiya's forehead, as if he just now realized how terribly powerful Maou really was. If you truly find me an unnecessary hindrance to your company, I would advise you to do something less reckless than simply ship me off to South America. That's a very lenient decision. After all, I still have unfinished business, and I need this company's help to finish it. I have yet to receive any proper compensation for the profits I have earned for the company. If I were to be treated unfairly like that, I would have ended up taking revenge on the Maou Corporation. I understand. Somiya raised his arms nervously. You mean something like, put your hands up! Maou continued closing in. You said this before, didn't you? That even if someone died here, it would be easily concealed. I said I understand. You should kill me. That would be the best way. Wow! Stop! Maou knows how to control his fellow man. He simply causes pain without hesitation. Somiya and Kawashima can't do this. Just now, Maou demonstrated this lethal distinction. This distinction and the magnificent, overwhelming strength of violence. Damn demon! No, he's a devil. Somiya's curse was only a compliment. Jeez Louise, I can't read proper. To the Maou. And with that, we finally exit that scene. Good lords. Holy shit. I'm guessing we're back to, who is this again? Kyousuke. By now. It's not easy to get away from a clinical psychology counselor once one gets a hold of you. Truth be told, you can't find a person in this world without a single psychological problem. And if you ask me, doctors are labeling mere discontent as a serious disease. Discontent as a serious disease. Are you kidding me? The good news is that I haven't reached the point where I need to be sent to a hospital yet. Still, a 5,000 yen per hour therapy fee is simply too much of a waste in my eyes. Yep. They make money by preaching bullshit about something you could have figured out from reading a book. Oh great. What a magical, lucrative business. Bullshit everywhere. So should I just talk about my past again? A certain building in the business district houses a clinical psychology institute on its 5th floor. Beyond the reception desk, inside the therapist's room, I sat sitting face to face with the attending physician. Yeesh, I am not good at reading old words that I should know. The room itself was a spacious 500 square feet or more. A comfortable sofa and a surreal landscape painting are present to relieve anxiety, and a pair of matching tea-colored bookcases position themselves along the daily commodities. Even the light music that was circulating the room was there to target the sought-after goal of soothing a patient's soul. You mean this current music? I don't know. It's not really that soothing in my opinion. But whatever. Guy or girl, I don't know. Let's try, this would be the 10th time, right? Dr. Akimoto's tone was steady. His overweight body was wrapped in a white coat, and he directed a warm gaze at me. I've already read the story of his life from the back cover of his book. His picture gave off the impression of your everyday chubby man, like that of a pig, but he's quite a distinguished man. He studied in the States, acted as a special lecturer at a certain university in Tokyo, and had been a psychological counselor in the hospital of said university. Wow. Kyousuke-kun, it's time you told me the truth. It always takes him a while to get to the point, but I've already gotten so used to it that I've come to find it almost endearing. It's been a year since we first met. To tell you the truth, I didn't really believe the things that you told me back then. Really? Now, what was it that you said back then? One could say his job entails getting his patients to repeat what he already knows over and over for themselves. It seems like I have different values than the average teenager in this society. Everyone always says to trust others, respect your superiors, help your friends, and honor your parents. But that's not the way that my mind works. I believe that people's hearts can be bought with money, that everyone only thinks of themselves, and that people act in order to further propagate what benefits them most. Wow, yeah, he definitely needs this counselor. Dr. Akimoto shook his blubbery head. As human beings, everyone has both a good side and a bad side. Children will see strays as pitiful and try to care for them, but on the flip side, they will also do things like shove firecrackers down a frog's throat. Holy shit! As a person grows, they will learn to adjust their emotions and suppress evil thoughts with reason. Right. For instance, have you ever wanted to hit someone? Yes, when someone borrowed money without any intent to pay it back. I wanted to kill him. That was awesome. But you didn't really kill him, right? Yes. He nodded again, satisfied. Yes, that is the boundary. That is the line that separates you from personality disorder sufferers. This could also just be the standard problems and worries that come with growing up, yes? Actually, a certain university professor in America did an experiment. It proved that the hormonal fluctuations that teenagers go through as they grow up does not significantly contribute to the development of delinquent behavior. Really? But the things that I'm doing right now aren't all that different from the actions of a delinquent. Gonzo introduced me to Dr. Akimoto. So on some level, he knows about my position within the Azai Corporation. I'm trying to say that your belief in the fact that people can be bought with by money must stem from some underlying cause. And that cause is... that's something that you need to figure out on your own. Oh. Truly a lucrative business, worthy of respect. Of course, there's a reason that I spend my money on this counseling. This is a process that I must go through in order to receive a psychiatrist's signature on certain documents. Those documents waive a large portion of my school's attendance and credit requirements, making it easier to graduate. To a person like me who skips often and doesn't take his academics seriously, it's a great deal. Of course, it does cost a pretty penny, but I only come here once a month, so I just think of it as using money to buy time. Needless to say, I don't have some personality disorder like Akimoto suspects. Today, why don't we talk about what happened when your current father, Azai Gonzo, adopted you? That story's a bit long. Is that alright? Yes, don't rush yourself. It's fine. I think this actually might be a good point to leave off. So, I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. And, till next time, keep rad.